if I want to be a gang member, there should be a group that teaches me how to be a gang member. Because there's a group that teaches me about how to feel about my change of sex change.
No, but how many people came over during that late 80s to early 2000? How many people came over because of the way the system was run and what was available to certain people?
When did you come over?
90s.
Dare not ask me that
early
question.
90s.
I was in the 90s.
You dare not ask me that question.
Early 90s.
OG.
Early 90s. Mine's only about 20 something still, you get me?
Oh, you was 20 something when you came over?
No, I'm 20 something now.
Collect your money.
Yeah, 27, yeah. I'm 13.
Man's a big 27-year-old man.
After
bro.
then, remember before the Africans, it was the Caribbeans.
Yeah. Windrush.
You had the Indians, the Caribbeans, then you had the Africans. After the Africans, oh my, there's enough of you lot, but they don't know the way we pattern things. We say 1 is really 7, cuz.
But am I lying, yeah? Or am I misinformed? Or Asians maximized on certain benefits?
Everything. The most.
Pay attention.
Remember, there's 5 men in one household,
most.
all called Mo Muhammad.
Pay attention. Let me tell you how you know this. Let me tell you how you know they're
Am I lying?
fantastic. Do you remember 2000? Let's go back to 2000. And the drastic change in when an Asian man of all, there's different types, yeah?
What, Pakistani,
Pakistani,
Indian,
Afghanistani.
Sikh.
So let's not digress from any of all of them.
Yeah.
Now, when one moves to the area, I give it 3 years. That whole block is locked off. That whole block, Bob, I've seen areas that had one shop. One shop of the Asian man was running the shop. Go to that area now. The whole road from the beginning to the end. And which is why it's like, Bob, they bring one another.
No, but that's why they went against them lot. Because they brought money to the area.
So why they're against us because we
Cost them money.
We bring emotions.
We cost them money. No, we cost them money because we increased the crime rate. That means the police have to do more.
Yeah,
that
more
means
policing,
So
yeah.
we're costing the system more money.
the households are breaking up.
Yeah, as opposed to, okay, do you know what? You go to an Asian family, Asian house, there's 12 men in a 2-bed.
No, we're generating more money for them, to be realistic.
No, we're not. We're costing them money because
We're
to look
generating
after us,
but not
remember, yeah,
getting back.
We're not
remember,
getting
yeah,
back.
to
We're
look
generating
after
money
us.
for
No,
them.
remember,
invest,
to look
we're putting
after us. To look after us per head.
Yeah.
Remember, they won't declare there's 12 men in a 2-bed. They'll tell you there's 2 people in that 2-bed, and they'll pattern
They'll pattern all the way
the
through.
12 man on that. So for 6 months, those 2 men will chop that. Then they'll say they've left. Then because remember them days, you could say my flat, I'm leaving it to him. My council flat, I'm leaving it to him.
Yo,
Now you can't do that, bro.
Your family member.
You understand?
Like that.
You could
Now
say,
you can't
say
do that,
my
bro.
council flat, I'm giving it to him, or I'm nominating him because he needs a, and they will essentially pattern you.
Remember earlier, yeah? So remember earlier when my man was in it and we were saying, and I was like, oh, we're talking about money. And I was like, bro, I'm not asking you to give me money. I said, show me your money. So I can go and give the money to the place you show me.
Okay.
If you show me your money, like go and spend, like Mitch is showing me his money. This is Mitch's money here, to be honest with you, right? So I can come here and meet Mitch and hand him my money because he's invested in something, right? So I like what you're saying is very true. We can walk on the high roads. We're not gonna lie, bro. I'm black. You can't even attack me for saying something to black people. I'm black. I'm very Nigerian. As in my English is not even straightforward.
X factor, all of it.
My English is diversified.
X factor, all of it. Do you get me?
I'm black, I'm nice, everything. Let's walk from the top of Waltham Abbey Road and let's walk down to the bottom. Where is the cutoff? Which is Homerton, Shoreditch.
You say Waltham Abbey?
No, basically this long road takes you to Waltham Abbey.
Yeah, all the way to Enfield.
way-
Yeah.
all the way to
Freezing
Enfield.
water.
The same road.
Kingston Road.
The
Yeah.
same King road.
This is a Roman built
This
road.
is one end, which
All
is
the
from
way.
no, it goes
Shoreditch.
away even from
No,
south.
fun fact, no,
to
London Bridge. No, to London Bridge.
London Bridge is still keep going.
Yeah.
It
Bro,
kinda
it starts
stops
off from
there
like-
and then it starts to go
But
do
it
that.
starts off from like Wandsworth,
Yeah,
all the
straight
way down from
No.
Wandsworth.
You started from London Bridge.
London Bridge,
London Bridge,
go down
straight
to Waltham Abbey.
all the way, yeah.
Let's count how many of us have businesses.
But that's my point. We don't
Do you get it?
generate
So I
money.
get his point.
Do you understand?
I also get your point
Money
that
generators.
I also get his point that
We do fraud. We bump it. We
Talk,
bump the system.
we are allowed to talk.
We bump the system.
We're allowed to talk.
We f it up. We did it. We fight. We create chaos.
There's no
Cool.
unity.
Pause.
Nothing.
Pause. Let's go back to the. I'm using the Asian household as an example because it's the clearest cut example for us to see.
because we're close to them.
The Asian man
We're
will
very
land.
close to them.
The Asian man will land. Yeah. If he gets a job within 6 months, there's 2 Asian men in that job.
I've seen that in the shops.
3 Asian men in that job.
Same.
Before
I've
you
seen
know
that in
it,
the shops.
the Asian man that was once at the bottom is now employing people
Other Asians.
Yeah.
in that job.
They've moved on.
Cool. In
K-
contrast,
KFC.
pause.
KFC.
I'm going there. In contrast, a black man gets a job. He doesn't boss his boy, he hides it from him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want him to know where he gets his money from. Then he now tries to manipulate the situation, gets caught, goes to jail, set up for the rest of them.
Because they can't get that job.
Because they're not trusted in that job.
Yeah,
no
no
or
more.
the scrutiny for you to get that
higher.
job.
It's higher,
Yeah.
it's higher.
All
yeah,
right,
much
cool.
higher.
Go back to the Asian household. 2 people, 12 people, 6 people in the house.
Grandma, granddad, father, mother, kids,
Yeah.
partners of kids,
Yes.
Yeah.
and their kids' kids.
Now,
Great grandparents to grandchild.
pause. No, let's
Great
take
grandchild. In the house.
2
No,
bedroom.
keep that.
They'll knock out the house together.
Wait. I was going there. Now that
Knock
household,
out, bruv.
that household, it will be Mo Ali, Ali, Hassan Ali.
Hajib Ali.
They will all know. Mo Ali and Ali will get job.
Yeah.
They'll use Mo Ali and Ali's income to refurb the house.
Yeah.
Do you
We've
know-
seen it. We've seen
All
it.
they will do, they'll use Mo Ali and Ali's money to buy the materials. It will be Hassan Ali and the other Alis that will build the extension.
The extension.
Yeah?
That one is going to pay the bills.
How many times, Ilford, how many times have you seen them?
But I was saying the whole
And
area.
you think to yourself,
Barking.
it's the dad, the
Upney.
son, the uncle, the brother's uncle, that's
The
building
mothers,
house.
the mothers manage it. Do you
What are you
realize
doing?
when we are younger, we can't wait to get out of the house by 16?
There you
Bro, I'm
go.
telling you.
There you
At
go.
the age of 16, what? My mom, what? I'm gone. Hey, my brother, what I'm gone? Where's the dance?
Wait.
Where's the dance,
Wait,
blood?
keep this. That's very important to
Where's
what I'm
the
saying.
dance?
No, that's very important to what I'm
Come on,
saying.
bro.
As to why we cost money as opposed
We're
to
outside.
as opposed to making them money. Because then, remember I told you then, what was in place for them then encouraged us to leave the house.
Yeah.
And you understand?
Yeah, get
Because
out
we
there.
came from a single parent household.
Yeah.
It encouraged us to perpetuate the cycle.
We don't want to. We
At
don't want to be
16,
like that.
you're entitled to a hostel. If your
Yeah,
mum writes
yeah,
you a letter and says, I'm kicking
I'm
this
kicking
little
this
out of the
out.
house, they will give you a yacht. How many do we see people
Bro,
do
there
it?
was loads of man them at hostels. We used to go to
Man used to
pensions
beg,
hostel.
mommy, please. I know you don't hate me, but please just say that you're kicking me out.
Yeah, a lot of people got that letter, you know.
Just say that you're kicking me out.
And then
Please.
that led to a 1-bedroom flat.
That letter is the beginning of your problem.
From that 1-bedroom flat, the amount of coming because of that 1-bedroom
That
flat.
letter is the beginning of your problem. It's not your solution, bro. Because once you get that letter, you get into the outside world and you feel like, wait, hang on, let me test everything. That's the Let me test everything that I was thinking I couldn't test. I want to test it all.
Some man will say we have to blame our parents. No, we can't blame our parents. The only issue we had with our parents is lack of communication or breakdown in communication. Cool. Their methods weren't the worst. Their methods actually worked to a certain extent. Because if my mum didn't do what she did with me, do you know how far left I would have gone?
Yeah.
How far left did I go when she dealt with me how she dealt with me? All right, cool. This is what has happened.
They did their best,
yeah?
bruv.
This is the perspective that I'm
They
going to
did
give
their
you lot.
best, man.
What happened was, those of us or you man that didn't like it, that drew that resentment, said, I'm never going to treat my kids like that.
True.
The mums said, I'm never going to do my...
You want to do the
I'm
most for
never
your
gonna,
kids. You want to do the most
It's not
for
even
your
doing
kids
the
now.
most. It's
Helping them,
it's-
communicating with them,
It's
being there for
very...
them, dealing with their mental.
No, it's very intentionally
Yeah.
not doing things the way our parents
Yeah.
did them.
Like now it's more.
And we're suffering for it now.
I'll talk to my.
We're
yeah,
suffering for it
I'll
now.
talk to my kids.
You go to kids' parties now, there's 5-year-olds doing that.
Bruv,
And,
it's
and the
true.
mums are saying,
I'm telling
hey,
you.
hey, look at my baby.
We
The
do it.
5-year-olds doing that. At the birthday, look at the door, and I was like, Jesus, where's the father? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're at a birthday party. And I was calling out for the dad.
I said, where's the child's father? Because the mum was there saying, hey, giving the other mums high five. Yeah, come on, look, she's lit. She's lit. My daughter's lit. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby.
It's crazy.
And she's shaking
But
bum.
you know what? We were not allowed to listen and watch the same thing our parents used to watch.
Bro, you're not listening to me. The parents of nowadays f***ed up the job. They were so resentful, so hard-headed, so ignorant that they said, I'm never going to do it that way.
Yeah, I'm going to do
Not realizing that those things
There was methods
is what
that was
kept
working.
us
Yeah.
where we were.
But I could never
Without
listen to
with
the
those
same
things
songs as my
missing
mum.
now, with those same morals missing out of the way some people are raising those kids.
The whole building falls.
How can me and you be talking as men, or how can two women, grown women, be talking, and a 9-year-old is adding mouth?
That's what happens now. I've never been able to talk when my mum and her friends are talking. I'm not even allowed to be in the room.
I'm
not even allowed to be in the room.
Oh my God. You're not deep in what's going
Growing
on.
up, I was not allowed to be in the room when my parents are talking or my mum's friends are over.
But now we'll be taking our kids. Yeah, come too. Yeah. He'll be
But
there.
loads of
Yeah, no,
times.
but mum, you see that time, yeah?
Take the iPad. The iPad has adverts. I've seen some of these apps. I'm like, huh? We rebelled because we felt restricted. Now, if you restrict them now, they'll also rebel because they feel restricted. If you give them too much
freedom. So we need that balance. We're trying to find it. We ain't got it. The sweet spot. We ain't got it.
There's a spot where you need to find, but we don't know how to find it. So we're trying all aspects. So one day you're like, oh, don't do that. And another day you're like, boy, the way I spoke that way, you know what? Maybe I should let you get fit to a certain degree. Like, you're much softer now.
It's hard, man.
But my mum, TV. What's TV? My child knows how to do the remote control. My child will play YouTube and play music for you.
Listen,
I'm like,
if
yo.
I
needed a dad.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
You know what? No,
Do you know why? Do you know why? Let me answer
I'm
that.
lucky I had a brother.
There you go.
I'm lucky I had an older brother.
There you go.
There you go.
Brother, and he's gonna watch this. I'm lucky I had an older brother, but because there were certain times I was gonna overstep and I couldn't because I realized that there was a certain period my brother wasn't around. I was overstepping, but once he came in, he was always at the end of the line. Like, bro, so it was always back to reasoning. But remember, a lot of people didn't have that back to reasoning, which is what he's saying. When you never had that back to reasoning, you just kept on being unreasonable.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I didn't necessarily grow up with my dad.
But you had the reasoning.
A few occasions, like I said, he had the ability to communicate with me.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like I said, as a father now, I'm freestyling. But I've looked at certain failings that we have as a society.
Yeah.
And tried to now compensate, i.e. 7-year-olds twerking in a christening. Twerking in a baby shower. I still don't understand men being at a baby shower, but anyway, let's not digress. But
I think the father of the child can pop in at the baby shower and then leave.
I've never understood men at a baby shower.
I've gone to baby shower and I've left.
Yeah, no, but that's not. I just said let's not digress.
No. I've gone to my missus did a baby shower. So the baby shower she did, I went in there and I left.
Out, yeah.
I never stayed for more than half an hour. And I always went with my bedroom, one of my bedrooms, and I'll leave within half an hour.
Well, can't you as a father stay at the baby shower?
I just don't believe so. I think it's the women and the bedrooms thing. I think it's the women and the but I already know what I'm having. I think this is a congregation of women to banter, give each other advice.
This is where gender roles
I believe it is.
Are being watered down.
They'll cancel me. They'll cancel my page.
Cancel what, bro?
No. Look. The Prime Minister, Liz Truss,
she said it. A woman is a woman.
Yes. A woman is a woman, a man is a man.
A man is true.
So gender is gender.
So what? A man is a man, a woman is a woman.
A man is a man,
even if they change.
You can change 50 times, bro. What you were born like
is what you are.
Like. Because on a death certificate, they're gonna put your original form on that death certificate.
Oh, they don't change it.
Did they change it? Correct me if I'm wrong, you know. Should we Google it?
Did they change
Should
it?
we Google it?
I'm not sure if they, I'm not
Should we
sure.
Google it? No, because they can't. Because how can you? So
because you've now changed it from male to female.
Yeah.
Via the law.
I need to.
So if they bury you, it should be buried on what your new one.
Thing is?
Yeah, that's what I believe. But What one archaeologist said is if they dug you 200-300 years later, they say the same skeleton of a woman.
Oh, because they'll check all the
It's
parts
skeleton of a
of
man.
whether you change a certain...
Your breastplate's going to be
It's
the
still gonna be
breastplate
a
of a
you
man.
change the-
Your
change-
pelvis is going to be the pelvis
do you
of
know
a
why?
It's a
man.
mental thing then.
Yeah.
The parts that you added will have decomposed.
Decomposed. But
That's
It
the-
would have
way.
just
the
been your
shape, the
original
frame.
They would have
shape, the
been
frame,
eaten by
the
maggots.
shoulders,
Everything, the neck,
I'm Googling it.
What do you call?
I'm Googling it. As set out in the article, the gender provided on a death certificate is determined based on observable physical characteristics at the time of
Of
death.
death, yeah. So if you're a born a boy and you change to a girl,
So if you look
So
like
if you look
a
like a
woman
girl, you're a girl when you
at
die.
that time,
Yeah.
but the archaeologist said 200 years later, if we go and dig you up,
dig you up.
we're gonna see the parts of what you originally
what
were.
your frame was.
I feel I've got a big argument against teaching kids sex ed at 5 years old. Why the f are you telling a 5-year-old about stuff?
Yeah.
Pum pum and breast and there's a book I saw. It says Johnny put his tinky winky.
Oh, yeah, I saw that
in,
book, you know.
in such and such.
Yeah, all that.
But isn't that why did you? Oh, because that's how they make babies. Why is a 5-year-old reading that? Why?
Do you
Why?
believe people should have an age cap where they can now make those decisions? Because now it's like, well, a child at 7 or 8 can decide that, oh, you know what?
I want to be a girl.
I want to be a girl.
As a boy, I want to be a girl.
No, it
at a
should
young
always
age, should they be
Jonathan-
an age?
Jonathan now
'cause
wants to
I
be
see like
called
there's an
Joanne.
age cap for cigarettes.
There's an age
There's
cap
an
for
age cap for
alcohol,
alcohol.
yeah.
There's an age cap for so
For
many
sex,
things.
yeah.
So there's an age, like now there's something called underage sex. And then when it's not underage no more, it's sex,
It's sex.
right?
Yeah.
So there should be something that caps like, okay, there's a certain level of decision making when you get to a certain point that you can even maybe consider these decisions. I don't think these decisions
Yeah.
are
No,
for
but
people.
those decisions,
They talk about it.
those decisions are based on the knowledge of the child or the knowledge of the person making
So what,
those
do they
decisions.
ask them questions?
So okay, there could be a 25-year-old man, yeah, that sleeps with a 19-year-old girl, yeah. If the 25-year-old man has a mental disability, he's deemed basically childlike
Yeah,
to the
it's-
girl
yeah,
that's
young,
19
yeah.
because she's more competent.
Yeah.
So that's essentially what it's based on, your competency. Like, are you capable of understanding the decision
What
you're
the
making?
decision you're making is doing.
Okay.
There must be an age. Before this age, you can't make this decision.
Like, yeah, you're
You
not
can't make this decision before this age.
Yeah.
Why? Because you can't make those decisions before this
Yeah.
age. And if you make those decisions before this age and the public find out, there's a law that deems it as wrong. So how can somebody be told that, okay, under this certain age, you're not allowed to have sex. It is underage. You're not allowed to do it. So if you do it, a lot of them people do it, it's very quiet done, right? But this other one about, oh, I want to change my sexuality is allowed to be public. This
No, you have to listen to the child. It's how they feel on the inside.
I
It's
think
how they feel on the inside.
it's
From the age of 5, I knew.
It's very
I
touchy
knew-
subject, you know.
From the
You're
age
very-
of 5, I knew
you're
I wasn't.
very-
I knew I wasn't a man.
Because
I knew
everyone
I
develops
felt
at a different
like an
time.
alien in my body.
Very
But I
touchy
think
subjects, bro.
Come
If
on,
it's 18 years old for certain things, it should be 18 years old before you can make that decision.
Thank you.
As an adult, because now technically the world says, or the society that you're part of says, you should be at this moment mentally of sound of mind.
What's the age of drinking?
That is 18.
So basically,
America's 21.
You believe I shouldn't be getting drunk, which I can come out of and change tomorrow and be
No,
sober.
no, you can get drunk.
No,
you just
but
can't buy it.
You
to
can't
get
buy
drunk.
it, right?
Yeah.
But you're telling me, at the age of 12, I'm allowed to make a life-changing decision
Decision that I can't-
that's
it's
more than
irreversible.
alcohol drinking.
Irreversible.
That's irreversible.
Madness.
Bro, who made that law? Come, let's talk. Sit down here and meet his chairs. Come, sit down. Let's talk to you. How did that law work? The law that says, okay, I can drink today underage, which you said I can't buy alcohol under the age of 18, right?
Because there's an irresponsibility.
Irresponsibility.
In that age
Do you
that
not
will
believe
not allow
that
you to.
same person under 18 or 11 or 9 or 7 is allowed to make a decision that they want to change their gender? I'm perplexed, brother. Maybe they watched something,
I don't
so they
know.
mention it. So now they've watched it and they've mentioned it. It's now a case of, okay, you know what? let's give them more advice about it. Why don't you not give them more advice about it? Why don't you tell them there's a certain age where you can now come back into this, when you're a certain age and understanding, where you can gladly research it by yourself.
Yep.
Not that we're going to now start including you in our research, and we can now start giving you information about it. So basically, I wake up and say, oh, you know what? I want to be a gang member. And someone starts giving me information about being a gang member. How does that work? Someone starts giving me information about a gang member. Or I say to them, oh, I feel like I want to change my gender. Someone starts giving me information about changing gender. That's basically what it is.
No.
So basically, I should be able to get information about anything I want.
Yeah.
Don't block no information.
Yeah.
If I want to ride out, if I want to be a gang member, there should be a group that teaches me how to be a gang member. Because there's a group that teaches me about how to feel about my change of sex change.
No, but one is deemed wrong,
Why?
and the other isn't.
Why is it deemed wrong?
So what do you think
If
is
you don't-
is the right age for your child to be taught sex education?
16 upwards. 15.
The age,
I said 15.
the age just before you say it's allowed.
15.
But are they exposed? Are your children exposed to mature material way before that?
Potentially.
Because of the society we're in now. Because
so
it's-
would it not
it's
be
society.
beneficial to
Brother, when a
educate them?
9-year-old is doing that to WAP in a
Problem
christening.
already.
And
And they're Googling what? They're Googling the words,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lyrics.
In a
And
christening.
they're reading the lyrics.
Wait. A 9-year-old is bossing it in a christening with parents there. And everyone to WAP. And the mums are saying, hey.
he didn't like that day. He didn't like that day.
Even to the point
upset.
they're kicking the guy out of the way, saying, this how you did. This how you did. Please, man, come on, man.
But times have changed, you
So
know.
that's what I'm saying. It was-
But this is my point.
But they'll call us old. A lot of people watch this and say, oh, you man are old.
Get with the time.
Get with the time. Them man
are
there.
old.
See what it is about platforms is, what did you say initially? There's going to be some people that F with you,
Yeah.
and again some people that don't F with you. The people that F with you are F with you because they think like you.
Yeah.
And then there's people that don't F with you because they don't think like you.
Yeah.
That's how we're always going to go.
Yeah.
I've said my
Always.
take on that what's the
Certain issues,
feminism.
you know?
I've said my take on it.
No, but even feminism, it's been the
They
message.
changed it.
The message has been diluted.
diluted it.
Been, like chopped and pasted.
Another word
according
is.
to
Another word is. Do you realize how the word narcissist is totally associated to men?
yeah. It's like only men can be narcissists.
If you tell a woman you're a narcissist, why? You can be a narcissist, man. You can be worse than the guy.
No, listen. My argument.
Why
yeah,
are you pushing certain things on man them?
Because
Bro, anything
because
that can go for a
because
man.
Men are the superior or are deemed the
So
superior.
do you feel it like they're trying to
Of
bring it down?
Of course. But there's an
sometimes I
agenda
feel
there.
like
There's an
that's bare
agenda there.
agendas, isn't it? Bare
There's an
agendas,
agenda
isn't it?
there. Remember, yeah, somewhere, a woman. was
Bare
so-
agendas
listen,
going on,
listen.
guys.
Somewhere,
Yeah.
a woman was pissed off because a man got chosen over her, or a man benefited more than her, and she rid out. She rid out and said, "Nah, women, we can't have this."
When women say, listen, ladies, gather, we're going that way, brother, they're all going that
They're
way.
all going that way.
Man them, we're going that way. Cuz, what's the point, cuz? Man don't really need to go that
But
way.
it's
You
their-
know, man.
point, we don't-
Like,
it's their
we
girls
don't
going on.
have that.
As men, what are we
We're like,
really
cuz,
fighting?
we're going to make money there.
As men, what are we really fighting for?
We're focused on trying to build,
Society.
provide, and organize. So further that way. But they're like, remember, a lot of them feel like we were not allowed to do so many things. Now is the time to implement so many things. So it can be free. It can be a freer world.
I didn't even really want to go into it, to be fair. I really did not want to go into it. All I was going to say is that, like, look, like I said, there's an agenda right now. I feel there's a lot of values, yeah,
cool, yeah.
that have been twisted and to fit people's agenda. Like, there's a lot of things in society currently that it's like, give me a word and I'm gonna give it its meaning. No.
And as long as I can push it and I get followers for it,
Yeah.
we're going to get
no.
results on it.
Like, me and you have a conversation and I say certain things where you say, oh, basically what you're saying is this. No. What I said was this. What I meant was this.
You've twisted it.
But to me that means you're an idiot.
One business advice and one life advice.
Whatever you want to do in business, research it. A lot of people go into business uneducated about that business just because like current day society tells you you can be whatever you want to be. I'm not saying you can't be whatever you want to be, but be realistic about it. Some things that you want to go into, you don't have the capacity to fulfill it. And that capacity is based on lack of knowledge. You understand? If you don't understand something, it doesn't matter how much passion you have for it, like you're never going to succeed at it. Passion alone doesn't get you there. Passion keeps you going. Your knowledge is what gets you there. Because you know that, all right, to build a house, I need a bricklayer, I need a man that can do landscaping, I need an architect, I need a this, I need a that. Knowledge. I don't know shit about architecture, I don't know shit about bricklaying, I don't know shit about landscaping, but I've got the money to pay you, and you. Because I understand, I've got the knowledge.
If I can't do it, I pay for it.
I can pay someone who can. Cool.
But experience is best though.
But like I was saying,
experience is best.
In some situations. But again, like I said, that experience is knowledge.
Yeah. Experience brings wisdom, knowledge.
That experience is knowledge. That
it teaches you where to be patient.
Yeah, the experience gives you knowledge. So for all these people that you can be whatever you want to be, provided you know about what you're trying to be. Now, life advice, patience. Be patient. Like in life, it's like without patience, you'll make a lot of mistakes. Life is gonna test us and push us and pull us. Cool. Those pushes and pulls is to develop who we are.
Yeah.
You understand? And once, if you like I said, awareness. You take time. You have the patience to look at yourself and figure out who you are. Long term, you reap the benefits. You learn from other people's mistakes. Remember, we don't have to make mistakes to learn.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Making mistakes is a good way to learn, but it's costly.
You can also learn from other people's
It's costly,
mistakes.
it's time consuming.
Right now, in a barber shop, East London,
Fade Fabrics.
Called Fade Fabric because...
Yeah.
We're cut from a different cloth.
Yeah. We do the best fades in East London, hands down. Get me.
Yeah, I like the look.
But the fabric is, I believe the barbershop is the fabric of our community now, society.
Yeah.
The black man tends to go to every black man in every area, north, east, south, whatever postcode you're fighting for.
Barbers.
Has to go barbers at some point. So the barbers are very important within the community. So there's the fabric of the community as well. Because the men are very important in the community because they create the families.
They're
they
pillars,
help put the families.
Pillars. Yeah.
Strong. So for me, business advice is to have belief, have faith, and consistency. Because nothing happens overnight.
Yeah, it grows over time.
And it's the pain. There's this thing, Les Brown, watering the plant.
Yeah.
For 4 years he's watering, nothing's coming out. He's a madman, but he says, no, I'm going to keep watering.
Yeah.
They're looking at him, why is he watering? Keep watering. Then in the 4th, 5th year, the thing shut up. Boom.
It's the bamboo
tree.
Yeah, the bamboo tree. Yeah, for years.
For years, he would just water it every day.
For the first 5 to 6 years.
But remaining
don't
consistent.
See anything. Then
is
within
you
a
have
year,
to believe in what your goal is. Right? Don't be too stuck to it emotionally, right? Believe in it. Have faith that, you know what, if I keep going, it won't manifest.
Come out, yeah.
Just like the gym. The gym, you don't get hench overnight. Okay,
you
have a
in there,
vision.
you see henchman,
and it
hurts.
I
want to be as hench as
and it hurts before you get there.
Right,
it hurts a lot.
They call it growing pains.
Yeah.
Growing pains.
They call it DOMS.
Bro.
They call it DOMS. Something.
And then I'll say life advice is be consciously responsible for your happiness.
Ow!
I like that one,
You know what I mean?
Be consciously responsible for your happiness.
I felt that one.
No,
That's gang member handshake.
We're not gang
That's
members.
gang member handshake.
That's Fade Fabric handshake.
Fabric gang.
That's pillar of the community
Come
handshake.
on, boom. But yeah, man.
That's a good one, Can you
Yes.
say that again, please?
Be consciously responsible for your happiness.
You see, patience, Like, patience
still
is very important.
100%
Patience,
What?
you know why I like patience? Because patience is the same as consistency. If you want to be consistent, you have to be patient.
You have to be
There you
patient.
go.
Like, bro, every time I think, do you know how many times I wake up like, am I really going to do this thing again?
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood.
After what I experienced last week, Monday morning comes.
After all I've done, I've got to go back and do it again.
And again.
But guess what? The day I'm doing it again, it's just it's just a bit less work than the other day. We're filming, like I say to my man Wes, I'm like, in the beginning, like film, I said, bro, I've got bare ideas. Do you know what he said to me? He said, bro, just take it easy. I'm like, he said, no, bro.
One day at a time.
Bro, you're gonna see. But he believed in me.
Yeah, film the first one.
But he believed in me.
Film
and
the second
where we
one.
are now, I was like, you know what? It's like, yeah, bro, like it's natural. Like you've got people around you that you don't need to be doing certain things like other people. You do it your way works. Everyone around you's got wisdom. Everyone around you is a conversation. So you go around people, you're bringing a whole new aspect to things. They haven't seen something like that. So when I start seeing the things, I understand what he's saying, but I never saw what he was saying because I was thinking about it from my way. When I started seeing what he was saying, I started like, yo, you know what? It takes a little push. Life advice is accept that little push. I give life, accept, you know that little push where it might come from the most random corner, but it's like, hang on, is that a push? I'm gonna accept that push, you know? I'm gonna accept that push because I ain't getting a push from anywhere else. That's a very important push. Even though that push is gonna be the beginning of a whole new pain, because in every new adventure comes pain. Also, I've had to start learning so many things. So many things I've come back to him on like, bruv, I saw this, I saw that. Yeah, bro, I told you. But I wasn't looking at those things before. A man told me about certain things, I've gone and checked and I'm like, yo, so apart from a little push, because you had the knowledge of, I'm correlated to everything that's right. The knowledge you said you had, I didn't have that knowledge because I haven't been behind this camera so much. He's been behind the camera so much, he understands the knowledge of who can be in front of a camera. Do you get it? Who can be in front of a camera and why they can be in front of a camera. So he's saying to me, you can be in front of a camera and this is why you can be in front of a camera. And I'm thinking, really? Then I'm now starting to get that knowledge of what he was saying by where people are posting me and I'm like, hang on, I didn't even think that Tim would go like that. But he's like, yeah, but I told you. So it's that self-belief. So people don't get it, bruv. Like we got content that's great. Like I showed you one. Like 80-something thousand views, 10,000 likes. And I phoned him, I said, yo, he said, bro, I told you. So to him it's normal. He's seen it over and over again, but to me it's like,
wow.
Bro, and again, I said to him, I've stopped this for years. He goes, that don't matter. I said, yeah, but how do I catch back up? Remember, I used to do this 4 or 5 years ago. Then I just thought, this thing's not working. That's that part that didn't work. That's that bamboo tree.
That's the patience.
So I'm letting people know, because people feel like, you just, everything you do works.
Remember Afro Nation?
Afro Nation.
Remember what we came up against, yeah?
Yeah, brother.
From the first day.
God bless you, bro.
From the first day. And I did this is in relation to Food Junkee. The first day of Afro Nation, we touched down and we realized this thing is a madness. It's not what we were.
It's not what they sold us.
It's not what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we did not what we brought into, bro.
Do you remember the first day in the kitchen on the Wednesday? Yeah? And we said, do you know what? We looked at everything and we said, how the f is this going to work? Do you remember what I said? I said, do you know what? If we're going to do it, let's just do it.
Yeah, and then we just got cracking.
Do you get what I'm saying? If we're going to do it, let's just do it and let's just do it.
3,000 kilos
Do you remember
of chicken, bro.
all that time in the kitchen, all I did was just play music.
Yeah.
And just, that's like, we each have to find the ability to keep going. Consistency, the patience to keep going. You understand? The passion.
It was my bedrooms with me then
you understand?
that pushed me to carry on because I was slumped out, bro.
Man was ready to quit. Man was ready. When we got in the kitchen and we said, wow, how are we?
3,000 kilos
was
of
it
chicken.
7 of us? 7 of us.
7 of us. 3,000 kilos of chicken minus the cooking. 8,000 people we served over 4 days.
Straight.
No PDQ, nothing. Writing down orders.
12, 1 o'clock every night.
And then I go to sleep at 2 a.m., wake up at 5 a.m. But there was one day I woke up and my body and I said, no, you can't relax. We have to go. I'll drive. That morning I woke them up. They said, brother, I'm not following you this morning. You got to go and come back to get us. So I've gone to the kitchen to drop the ladies.
I went to bed an hour before.
They went to bed an hour. I've gone to the kitchen to drop the ladies. I've come back to pick up the man them. I've gone back to the kitchen. When I'm there, I can't stop. So I'm constantly on the go. Brother, alhamdulillah. Nah, but man, I appreciate you guys, man. Me, I can't do gangster handshake. That's gang member handshake they do.
Stop saying gang members, bruv. We're not gang members, bruv.